Before we just go through kind of some of the common questions and application mistakes, just wanted to very quickly share a few comments on recent news around UK ODA spend. Just we have had quite a lot of questions on the help desk asking about this, how this will impact Ocean, and so we wanted to just clarify this up front before we get into any of the questions. So on 25th of February, the UK Prime Minister announced that the UK will increase defence spending to 2.5% of UK GNI from 2027, and this will fund the capabilities, technology, and industrial capacity vital to keep the UK and allies safe amid an era of renewed state conflict. And this uplift will be funded through difficult but necessary reductions to UK ODA spend from 0.5 to 0.3% of GNI. The UK remains committed to playing a significant role in the world, in our national interest, in the interests of the poorest, and to ensure a livable planet. But the Prime Minister has made clear that we cannot continue with the current level of spending on ODA in the face of such immediate geopolitical instability and increased threats. And so we understand that partners will have questions about what this means for our future collaboration through Ocean. And we do plan to share any updates via the Ocean website and our social media channels over the coming weeks. So at the moment, we don't have any more information to be able to share, but we will share it when it is available on our website and social media. So yeah, we just wanted to clarify that first before we get into some of the next slides. Great. So I'm going to just take us through some common application mistakes, things that we noticed in round one that we want to share with everyone today so that hopefully people don't make the same mistakes in round two. So first of all, we've just got a list of some of the key issues or mistakes that we saw in round one. These are split by eligibility and application requirements. And first of all, just regarding eligibility, what we did notice is that we had quite a lot of lead organizations that are not eligible and quite a lot of projects that included an ineligible project country. So please do make sure to check the list of eligible project countries and to make sure that you check that your lead organization is eligible to apply before submitting your application. For partnership grants, you do need to have a project partner in the project country that you're planning to implement in. So do make sure that you have a partner based in that country. And make sure that those partners are eligible to receive funding as well. And then finally, just in terms of eligibility points, make sure that your annual grant value doesn't exceed 25% of the lead organization's annual income, as this was a common mistake last year that we saw. So these points are all regarding your eligibility to apply. And then regarding the application requirements, there are a bunch of documents that we do ask that you provide in support of your application. And we did quite often find issues with these. So that might be that the required documents are missing, incomplete, not on the correct template, or not completed in line with the guidance. So do make sure you read the questions and use the templates where possible. Other kind of supporting materials that are requested include reference letters, audited accounts, and letters of support. And again, make sure that you follow the guidelines and provide these in line with what is requested. And we also do ask for evidence of British Embassy or High Commission contact. So that was quite a common mistake last year that no evidence was provided for this. In addition, we've got the lead organization registration certificate was not attached. Make sure that a certificate is attached and that it's clearly kind of illegible and like able to read. And then we often found quite a lot of people submitted unrequested materials, and so please do only give to present to us or submit to us materials that we've requested and asked of you, because anything that's unrequested will not be assessed as part of the application process. Great. We've got just a couple of screenshots now over the next few slides, and I just want to take you through some kind of other kind of mistakes that we noticed in the application form itself. So first of all, we did have a few applications that presented more than one lead organization at the initial contact details question. So please here only provide the details of a single lead organization only. And then when completing the lead organization's annual income, if you can try and complete this table and make sure that it's easily comparable with your accounts and or financial accounts that you're providing in support of the application, that would be great because we do conduct verification that the information presented in the application form is accurate and can be evidenced through the accounts provided. So do double check that it's clear that they match and that we're able to kind of verify the information that you're including here. We also get quite a lot of questions asking whether you can include your partner organizations in your annual income, and it is only the lead organization's annual income that you have to include here. You can't combine a group of partner organizations into it. It's the legal entity as the lead organization that's applying for the grant promotion. Something else we often see is that the project dates and budget summary often do not align. So in these two questions, we ask for the start and end date of your project, and then we ask for a summary of the amount of funding that you are requesting, split by financial year. What we often find is that there's not a funding request for each of the financial years that your project is anticipated to run in. So do make sure to cross-check and verify that you have requested budget in each of the financial years that you're planning to work in and that you would need budget in. I think on the next slide, we just have a quick example of this. So yeah, you can see here that this project is anticipated to start on the 1st of November 2025 and conclude on the 31st of October 2027. So it's planning to last for 2 years. However, in this example, the project has only requested funding in the first two financial years. So from 1st of November 25 to 31st of March 26, and from 1st of April 26 to 31st of March 27. So they're not actually requesting any funding for the period of 1st of April to 31st of October 2027. If you can just click on the screen, please, Sarah. What we would expect to see is more something like this, where there is a budget request in that third financial year, even though the project is only lasting 2 years in length, it's actually spanning three financial years, and we would be expecting to see a budget request in each of these. So please just go back and double check that you are requesting budget in each of the financial years that your project is planning to work in, or that you need to have budget in to operate, as we want to make sure that everyone is requesting funding for the years that they need it. Where we have developed templates, these should be linked in the project question. So you can see here that the risk register template is highlighted here in blue. And if you click on that link, then you should be able to download it. When completing templates, make sure that you complete the latest version of any templates. These have been updated since round one. So make sure you're downloading again the latest version, that you follow any guidance that is detailed either in the templates or the question. And that once complete, you're uploading the files back into the question using the file upload option there. We do often see kind of not using the right templates or changing the templates to fit kind of how you want to complete it. And all of this might make your application ineligible. So please do make sure that you use the templates and use them as they're provided and in line with the guidance provided. Regarding safeguarding, this question 9.2, there are three elements to it, elements A, B, and C. What we just want to highlight here is do make sure to read the question clearly and to try and answer each of the different components, because we often see people miss different elements of this question, or maybe not answer the question in line with how it's phrased. So please do make sure to read it carefully and answer what has been asked. And I think that's applicable across all of the application form. Make sure to read the question clearly and answer what is being asked in the question itself. Project staff. In the application form itself, we want you to provide us with information of the key staff that are necessary to the implementation of your project. For key staff, we see these as kind of critical or vital staff to the implementation or running of activities and the management of the project. We understand that a lot of projects will have additional support staff, such as like logistical managers or finance managers that may offer a small percentage of time to support the running of the project. These can be included in the budget as other project staff, but for here in the application form itself, we want this to be key staff only and to be the individuals that are critical to running the project. So when completing this information, first you need to provide their name, their role, and the percentage of the time on the project. And then we ask for each of the key staff named in the application form that you provide a one-page CV detailing their key experience and skills and suitability for the role. Please don't go over one page. We just want a one-page CV for each of those staff and make sure it's only the key staff that you're providing the CV for. Do also try and make sure that these align with the staff that are provided in the budget, and it's really helpful to provide everything in the same order so that we can cross-check the staff with the budget and the CVs and the application form all at the same time. This is something that we do check that is provided. And I think here we just have a quick screenshot of the section where you can provide your CVs. If you can upload all your CVs as one combined PDF file, that would be great, just so that we can have it. It's nice and easy to look through. And as I said, one-page CVs for each of the key staff only. Great. So on this section, just wanted to highlight that under the lead organization's project references, you have two options to provide this to us. Ideally, we would like you to provide a reference letter from the donor or funder of 3 previous projects that you've managed so that we can kind of verify and see and have a reference of your past experience on similar projects. And if you are able to provide these, then we would expect these to be on letter-headed paper from or branded document from the donor or funder and be signed by an appropriate individual from the funder or donor. And we would want you to upload these as a single PDF, kind of merge together the 3 documents. If you're unable to get reference letters, then there is an alternative that you can upload information about 3 recent contracts in the application form itself. You can see the question at the bottom that says yes or no. If you click yes here, it will provide you with the table format to complete. If you want to provide a reference from a previous Biodiversity Challenge Fund project, so that would be a Darwin Initiative or IWT Challenge Fund project, then please do not provide a reference letter. We can check this internally, given that it's another DEFRA competitive grant scheme. So we would ask that instead you provide this in the table format so that we will verify that ourselves. And for each partner organisation that you name in the application form, we would also expect a letter of support to detail their commitment to the project. This letter of support should be, again, on the partner organisation's letterhead paper or branded paper and should be signed by an appropriate member of the partner organisation. And the letter itself should confirm the partner organisation's commitment to the project and support and like what they'll be doing in terms of supporting the implementation of the project. Please do make sure that there's a letter for each partner named in the project application form, as this is cross-checked and verified as part of the eligibility checks process. And again, merge all these letters into a single PDF file, please. We ask all applicants to try and engage with their respective British Embassy or High Commission, and this should be the Embassy or High Commission in the country that you're planning to implement your project in. In the question itself, you are asked to provide evidence of engaging with the Embassy or High Commission, but we do understand that not all Embassy staff or High Commission staff are able to engage with projects. So in the scenario where you have contacted them and they've not been able to respond to you, then we would accept an email draft or a copy of your email where it indicates that you have tried to contact the embassy itself. There is a template this year to try and help standardize the response from the embassy, so please do try and gain a response using that, but we don't want to penalize any organizations for not receiving a response. So a copy of your email to the embassy is suitable. You can see here that if you do click no, then there is an option to highlight why you've not been able to engage with your embassy with the respective embassy or High Commission. We have sometimes had a response from people saying that they plan to engage if they're successfully awarded a grant. for us, this is a part of the application process, and we really want you to engage before and during the application and development of your application. So that unfortunately is not a suitable response, and we really do push you, if you haven't been in touch with your local British Embassy or High Commission, to try and contact them as soon as possible so that there's opportunity to engage with them. With accounts, please make sure that you're uploading the most recent sets of accounts that you have available. In the top example, this example project has uploaded accounts from 2020, 2019, 2018. And although they're fairly recent, we would expect the organization to have at least 2022, 2023 accounts available. So please do upload the latest sets of accounts that you have available. If your 2024 accounts are still in draft, then that's okay. You can upload the 2023 accounts instead, or provide a draft of the 2024 accounts and provide the final versions once they are finalized. But ideally, we want three sets of audited accounts, and we're okay to go back to the latest version that has been finalized and signed off. Just at the end of the application form, we do have a checklist for you to run through and just double check that you've kind of provided all the information requested. So do take time to just read the different points and make sure that you have actioned each of the items that are identified ahead of submission of your application. And then finally, we do quite often find that people don't actually submit their application. They go through and complete 100% of the application, as you can see here on the screenshot, 100% complete. But once you've completed the application form itself, you need to go on and click this blue button that says Submit Application. That blue button only appears when your application is 100% complete. And once you click that, you should receive an automatic email confirming your application has been submitted. If you haven't received the automatic confirmation email and you feel like you have submitted your application, then please do email the help desk so that we can make sure to assist you, because until you click that blue button, your application isn't submitted. And we can understand that it must be very frustrating if you don't successfully submit your application, it's 100% complete. You've done all that work but not managed to actually complete it, like finish submitting it. So yeah, please check that once you have submitted your application, you've received the automatic email confirming that, and if not, contact us so we can offer assistance.